Now, why, if I had so much trouble in yesterday's episode putting one of these on the ship, would I take it off again? If you remember, I fiddled and fiddled until finally it went on. Well, you didn't even get to see it go on. It was really frustrating to me, and it must have been really annoying to you to have to watch. Well, the good news is, when I put it back on again today, I'm not going to make you have to watch it. Now the answer to the question, why did I take it off again? Well, I think it'll be a lot easier to touch up with a little paintbrush if I can hold it in my hand and sort of twist it around at just the right angle. At least, that's the plan. Now we have a real glaring mistake here. And I should have fixed this before I glued this post down to the side. Because right now, I can do one of two things. I had entertained the idea of breaking this post loose and trying to move it back this way. And but I think that probably that's not going to work too good. So I'm going to take this off and I'm going to lay it down on its side so I can put some pressure on this part here. And then I'll tell you what my idea is. Yeah, that was sure stupid. Okay, here's my thinking. As I mentioned, I'm afraid that if I try to break the post loose, I'm going to just end up, damaging something. So why don't I take my Tamiya nipper and just nip it right in the center there, and then fold one end down one way, the other end over the other way, and then I don't know. The nicest thing would be is if I could remove the CA glue, but of course you can't. You can't dissolve the CA glue without dissolving the plastic and all the paint everywhere. I may regret this. Oh, for Pete's sake. Yep, I regret it. Well, let's see if we can't just shove this down. I need a tiny little hammer. Okay, new plan. How would it be if I took a little bit of CA glue, put it on here, and then if I was to hold this down into the CA glue, mind you, it's pretty near down anyway, but just to make sure that it's down tight, and then rapidly cure it. I wonder if I was to, where's my special tool? Yeah, I'll just rig that up. Now I know that the pinhead is going to glue on there, but I think I can break it free and then sand the rough edges. Now, I've been thinking if I'm very careful and put on just a very tiny amount here, maybe it'll be enough to... Now I'm not noticing that no CA glue is coming off my needle. Okay, and it won't glue the pinhead to the railing. We'll just let that cure now. Now, is it going to work? No. Maybe I didn't get any on, I just thought I did. Now let's try it again. And I don't see that little piece of dust either. Well, I know I did that time. Okay, take it off. Yeah. We've got a bit of a different angle going here. And what I did was you might say, built up the weld with CA glue. Now, my thinking now is if I was to take my sanding disc and just try and sand this little sharp protrusion down, then when it's all painted over, I think it's going to look pretty good. Now, did I hear myself say sanding disc? I meant sanding stick. I'll use the medium here. I don't want to scratch the paint off anywhere else except this high spot here. Okay, now we'll just polish it with the fine. Well, I think we got it down quite a bit there. I can sort of see the photo etch glinting through. Okay, let's paint that and see what we got. Now, if you will remember, I saved these off of the end of the pipettes because they make nice little cups when you only need just a very small amount of, like what I'm going to be doing right here. I don't know if I could dip into this bottle or not. Maybe I could. But we'll just put a few drops in here and that'll do it. Now, I'm going to try not to get it on this part here, which was a slightly different gray. And my plan is to just try and cover up the places where the photo etch is glinting through. Like, you may not be able to see it, but on the back where I nipped it off, I can see it there. But I don't think I need to be trying to paint the entire fence here. I just want to cover up the... Maybe I should use my narrower brush, but I think maybe the narrow brush is just too much. I just want to cover up the CA glue. Oops. Well, we'll see how that looks when it dries, I guess. Well, if that's going to happen, maybe I should just paint the whole thing. In that case, I may as well have sprayed it. I had actually considered using the airbrush, and yes, it would have done a much better job. But as you're going to hear, I had my reasons for not using it. Where I'm painting right now, I want to try to almost flood it on so that it's going to cover everything really, really good. Now, I think I got some scratches on here. Now, when this dries, it will shrink. Now, this is the area in question where we want to flood it on really good, so it's kind of built up. I don't know. I'm not too happy about having the whole thing the same color of gray. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to repaint the lower part. Don't know why I'm so shaky this morning. Okay, let's just leave that now. Is there any other places where I can see photo etch? Maybe right here. Right now I'm wearing my strong reading glasses and I'm seeing it probably better than it's going to be seen under normal circumstances. Well, you know what? Maybe I'll just finish. We'll see how that looks after it dries. Huh, I almost dipped in the CA glue there. I mean, may as well. Everything else has gone wrong here today. I've said this before, and you're probably sick of hearing it. I'm not as steady as I used to be. Trying to cover up that CA welding that I did there, but I think I got it pretty good. Okay, let's let that dry now and see what we got. I'm going to do the other one the same way. Now, a moment ago, I was positioning the camera pretty much the way it is right now, and I wasn't being careful, and I accidentally broke this off from right here. Just right on the end there, like that. I'm going to just dip this into some CA thin, and then quickly try and put it on here. A little bit of pressure, and I'm hoping it's going to adhere itself. I'm just going to hold it like this while you look at my boo-boo. Oh, and speaking of my boo-boo, this morning when I was putting the carrots out for the rabbit, I was noticing that, and I've noticed this before, that the rabbit will sometimes be not afraid of me. And that kind of worries me because, you know, that means somebody could come along with a, oh, it's not sticking. Well, anyway, somebody could come along with, a carrot in one hand. I wonder if maybe I never got any on there. A carrot in one hand and a big stick in the other hand behind their back. No. Oh. Okay, I'm going to use my rubber hose trick here. Try and get this just right here. Don't have all day. Got one end in my mouth. Okay, I'll reinforce that a little later and then paint over it, and maybe nobody will know. It's certainly not going to be as strong as it was, so I'm going to be careful not to accidentally even brush against it. Okay, now we're back to where we were half an hour ago, and what I had wanted to show you is, you notice the color of the deck right here. Right here is the hinge for the swing out bridge, and I'm just wondering, would it be a good idea maybe to take my little brush, which I'm holding in my hand right now, and see if I can't paint the top of the decking that's on that swing out bridge the same color as this. I actually think it's a good idea. I'm going to give it a try. Now I'm going to be doing my very best here to not bump this out of your field of vision. And the plan is two things. Only get it on the deck. And second thing is, don't touch the railing. I don't want to have to put on 2 coats. I might have to put on 2 coats because it seems to be blending in with that gray. Did I touch the railing? I don't think so. Guess I'll know when I pick it up and take a better look at it. I'm going to be a nervous wreck here by the time I'm done this. You know what, that might be alright. It looks like it's a little bit weather worn. You can see it starting to dry at this end here. Okay, let's let that dry and see what it looks like. I'm going to do the other one exactly the same way. Okay, on this one here, I've accidentally touched the railing right here. To give you a perspective of size, that's a ballpoint pen. You can see the ball on the ballpoint pen. And on the other one, I just caught the top of this post right here. Both of those are easy fixes. Now this one's going to be a little harder because it's on the inside. And it's on the outside. Now once again, you can probably see that better than I can, but I think I got it. Now sitting here in front of the computer editing this out, I can see that I did miss a tiny little spot there, but I don't think anybody's going to see it. I won't tell if you don't tell. Okay, as long as I've got the macro lens on, we may as well look at the touch-up job I did on that piece that I broke off earlier. And I used the primer gray on it, but I don't think it's dark enough. So next time I'm using a darker gray, I'm going to try and remember to just touch it up with the darker gray. Now, I'm not seeing it. I'm looking at it at normal distance right now, and I can hardly see that doesn't match. But close up, yeah, you can sort of see it. Now, what about our repair job that we did right there? I think it looks a lot better. Anyway, we've run out of time again. Thanks for watching, and all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.